Hello, this is Matt on the Moon Lambeau channel. How would you like to manage 54,642,632,616 XRP? How would you like to have that job? Because, I'll tell you what, it could be yours if you are sufficiently qualified. I'm not going to read that number. I'm going to round it to 54 billion for the rest of this video, okay? Anyway, here's the headline from the Daily Hodl. Ripple hiring chief economist to manage a massive crypto portfolio and oversee 54 billion XRP. I also have this headline from You Today, titled Ripple Seeks Key Person to Set Strategic Partnerships with Crypto Exchanges. And I have an unrelated piece I want to cover as well. I just found this fascinating. I thought you might as well. And this one's titled Bitcoin Will Be Government Regulated and Taxed, and That Is Fine, says Raoul Paul. I always enjoy hearing from this gentleman. He seems rather sharp. You know, and a lot of the people that I really enjoy listening to in the space, outside of XRP, a lot of them actually are maximalists, and it's just like, I like so much of what they say, and then when the toxicity comes out and the one coin to rule them all BS, I'm just like, you lost me. I'm like, you lost me. That's such is life, right? Before we go any further, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, if you would please ever so delicately tap the like button, I would appreciate the support, because if you do, it will tell the YouTube machine that you don't completely hate this particular Moon Lambeau hot jam, and as a result, YouTube will be more likely to suggest to more people to watch this video. And so it will improve the lives of others. Think about it. And also go ahead and subscribe to the Moon Lambeau channel, because if you do, all of your wildest dreams will come true. Vote for Pedro. All right, into this piece now. Ripple is now looking for a chief economist to help craft a strategy for the company's massive XRP holdings. Ripple says it currently owns 54 billion XRP, which is more than half of the total supply of the third largest cryptocurrency. Now, in December of 2017, the company pledged not to sell all of its tokens at once, locking up 55 billion XRP into a series of cryptographically secured escrow accounts. Yeah, and that's not terribly surprising to anybody. Think, imagine that you were the largest holder of XRP. Yes, you, individual you. Would you want to tank the market when you have the most at risk? Like, would you want to abuse the marketplace for a little bit of short-term gain? No, you'd have to be a freaking idiot stick to do that. That's why it's so silly when people are like, oh my god, Ripple could just dump on the market. How about some logic, my friend? But anyway, the company is now looking for someone with a PhD in economics who's demonstrated thought leader in terms of applying innovative approaches to economic thinking. And here's a quote from the job listing. In this role, you will study the market dynamics in cryptocurrency, particularly within XRP markets. You will apply your robust knowledge of monetary policy and macroeconomic principles to develop strategies regarding management of Ripple's XRP holdings. You'll lead public communications on those strategies, the state of the XRP economy, and thought leadership of broader crypto economics. Now let me ask you, if you're a Bitcoin maxi troll and you believe that Ripple's just going to dump on the plebs, which is the phrase they like to use because, I don't know, there's something about like the elitist maximalist attitude that makes them want to use the word plebeian, lower class of society, right? I don't know what it is about. They love that word. It's something. It gets them off. I don't really know, man. But do you think that if Ripple, if that was the actual mindset that they have, that they'd be hiring somebody like this? It's ridiculous. Anyway, in recent months, Ripple has stopped its practice of programmatically selling XRP on crypto exchanges. Instead, Ripple says it's simultaneously buying and selling tens of millions of dollars worth of XRP to fuel its cross-border payment product, on-demand liquidity. Yeah, and that's true. And so they're not just selling; they're also purchasing XRP, and I think it has primarily to do with liquidity management, frankly. But anyway, the company is currently advertising 31 open positions in total. Let me highlight, here we go, this piece now, from You Today. Ripple seeks key person to set strategic partnerships with crypto exchanges. So they just build that despite the dumpster fire year that is 2020. Ripple's still hiring. Ripple blockchain behemoth keeps expanding and has published a new vacancy to find a business development senior manager. the successful candidate will be inking new strategic partnership deals with financial institutions, including digital exchanges in the EMEA region, and will work with on-demand liquidity payment teams at Ripple. And on Twitter, the vacancy advert was shared by major XRP community member XRP Crypto Wolf. That's my boy. Sends me all sorts of awesome stuff constantly. I wish I had enough time in the day to report on everything, because I really appreciate how much, the degree to which he shares all sorts of fascinating stuff here. So I'm sure you're familiar with the name at this point if you watch my channel, because I give him shout outs pretty regularly, because I do appreciate it. I appreciate everybody that sends me stuff. Anyway, the new senior manager of business development will spearhead Ripple's expansion in the Europe, Middle East, Africa, that's EMEA, region, and will secure new strategic partnerships with payment operators, financial institutions, digital exchanges, and so on. And so while the world is panic selling XRP, Ripple is out there going like, whatever, and just building some damn products and building out on-demand liquidity corridors, which I think is going to be the most positive long-term thing for price action of XRP. I'm waiting for markets to mature, but it's just one of those things where I just believe, it's like all good things in time. Now into this piece from you today. Bitcoin will be government regulated and taxed, and that is fine. Raoul Pal, founder of Global Macro Investor and Real Vision Group, has taken to Twitter to discuss the future of Bitcoin in the context of its secrecy from governments, the application of know your customer measures, and other aspects. Many in the comment thread did not like what the vocal Bitcoin supporter had to say about that. Yeah, go figure it. Here's a quote: "They will regulate it, you will declare it." Raoul Pal stated that secrecy from governments and the absence of any KYC measures from crypto exchanges, which are often referred to as the main virtues of Bitcoin and other cryptos, is not how things will actually stand in the future. Paul means the future in which crypto reaches mass adoption. The Real Vision co-founder wrote that, contrary to that, the government will make crypto owners declare digital assets and will impose taxes on them. Crypto holders will be obliged to do Know Your Customer, that's KYC for short, and that is fine, Paul tweeted. None of this will destroy Bitcoin as a store of value, he added. This kind of approach will integrate it, and that is what real adoption is about. And so I have to say, I prefer the adult perspective from people, and even if you're a Bitcoin maximalist, my gosh, I get it, down with banks, down with government, but I think it's an unsophisticated, immature way of looking at the world, and it's not remotely grounded in reality. I say just let the asset class mature, let it be sufficiently regulated, and let's just move on with life, right? And then they have this little subheading, if you, it's a quote, but it's printed like a subheading. If you want roads, you have to pay taxes. The opinions of community members in the comment thread split into those who agree with Paul and those who strongly disagree. One of the commentators wrote that people want to be left alone and not be taxed on their Bitcoin. To that, Paul replied that this will hardly be the actual scenario. And he said, quote, "Tough ain't going to happen. If you want roads, then you have to pay taxes." All right, and finally, this piece, you gotta love this. Well, I don't. This is from Decrypt. Here's the headline. Tether hits $19 billion in total assets. Mind you, March of this year, they had about $4 billion in total assets. So they have printed 15 billion Tether. And so I guess they're taking the lead from the United States federal government. Just print all willy-nilly, man. Just whatever you need. Just print like crazy here. And so it looks to me like I guess they're just trying to get that number 3 spot back from XRP, which they did get. They did get temporarily. This is ridiculous. Anyway, Tether, a U.S. dollar-backed stablecoin, has reached a total of $19 billion in market cap. In other words, there are over 19 billion U.S. dollars that have been exchanged for Tether thus far. It's been a tumultuous day for the crypto industry, with the community still reeling from a major Bitcoin price crash that occurred overnight, sinking Bitcoin by $3,000. But as Bitcoin and other cryptocurrencies decline, Tether, the world's biggest stablecoin, is making gains. According to Tether's official website, there are currently 19.1 billion Tethers in circulation. Of course, each of these are tied to the dollar, and so each represents $1. Per coin market cap, Tether's market cap has been booming in recent months, and despite negative market fluctuations elsewhere in the crypto industry, Tether's market cap has remained on course since August 31st, 2020. Tether's market cap has increased by about 90% from $10 billion to current all-time highs of approximately $19 billion. And during this month, its market cap increased approximately $16.5 billion, meaning it rose by 15% in November. So I am concerned about it. I don't know how this ends well. I mean, it's not backed. They're just printing this up, and then it's used to purchase crypto. Like, is this not alarming anybody else? Like, I don't know, man. And then on top of that, the Bitcoin maxi trolls get to use it as fuel every time it takes XRP's market cap. I know they're just being a bunch of baby back bitches, but still, it's kind of annoying. I'm just saying. All right, that's it for this video. I am not a financial advisor. Do not buy or sell anything because of anything that I say or write. That would be a very, very, very bad idea. Until next time, to the moon, Lambo.